Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sport Communication SAM 4040. My name is Nicole Stoll, and I will be your instructor for this semester. Some of you I have already had in previous semesters, so welcome back. And others, I have not met you before. You are new to one of my sections, so I look forward to having the opportunity to work with you over the next couple weeks. The first thing we need to address is the format of our course. Our course description and how it's listed has confused a few of you, so I just want to clear that up. This is a hybrid course, meaning 50% of our course will meet in person and 50% of our course will be online. So each week we will have in-person meeting sessions on Monday afternoons. So our course is scheduled as Monday, Wednesday. Mondays will be our in-person meeting days. So every Monday of the semester, plan on being in the classroom with me. On every Wednesday, we will find our material online. It'll be digitally uploaded here on Canvas for you to access. I'll get to that in a second. First, let's talk about our Monday classroom sessions. So we will meet Monday afternoons from 4 to 5:15 p.m. at Alex Manoogian Hall in classroom 0128. That's down in the basement. So on Mondays, we will plan on meeting throughout the semester from that time frame in that classroom. On Wednesdays, you will have your material here on Canvas. So we will upload all the information on a Wednesday, and you'll have the opportunity to work through that. Considering that the semester starts on a Wednesday, we actually will not meet in person for a while. In fact, our first meeting session will actually be Monday, September 13th, because of when the semester starts. Then with the holiday weekend and all the other things thrown in there, we actually don't meet in person until September 13th. However, our course has officially started. There is material for you to work through here on Canvas that I am expecting that you will come to our first meeting session already having under your belt. You have a firm foundation of what is presented here. In fact, there is an assignment and a discussion that is due before we even get to that first meeting session. So make sure you are following along here on Canvas and don't just think that we don't have anything going on. We've got plenty of fun things going on. So this page will be organized into weekly modules, and you will come here to find all the learning material that we'll use on Monday's in-person class session, and then what you'll also use for your Wednesday online portion. It will include videos, readings, assignments, your discussions, your quizzes, because there's 2 of them in this particular course. It will all be uploaded here. So essentially, this is Command Central. Canvas is where we are going to be communicating everything from our course. What you need to know is Mondays we are meeting in person and Wednesdays we are online. For that digital portion of our course, there is not a time frame that you need to specifically log into Canvas and be present for a virtual class. I am providing you with the flexibility to work through the material at your own time, at your own pace. The digital portion will include what we would have gone over in class, but it'll be here for you to work through, to go back and reference. But that doesn't mean that you can just skip it. There are videos you need to watch. There are articles that you need to read. They are practical applications of our material. We don't have a book, so this is an alternative. This is what is supplemental for you to actually learn the material. And a lot of those videos and those articles, we use that material in our assignments, in our discussions, and they're in your quizzes as well. So make sure that you are logging in here on Wednesdays, just like we would if we were to meet in person. Make sure you're coming in here and be digital. Again, you don't have to physically be present. I should say physical. You don't have to be digitally present at a specific time on Wednesdays. You can come in at your own leisure, but you still have to come in here. There is material for you to learn. So 50% online or 50% in person, which will be on Mondays, and 50% which will be online. Since we do not meet in person or have a first Monday of our semester until September 13th, you will find everything you need to get this course started right here on Canvas. If that confused you, all of that is outlined in detail in our course syllabus. So you will get this course started by first reading and acknowledging our syllabus. So that will be a great reference point for you to just understand what's going on, but also to use throughout the semester to keep track of, to follow along, and to keep track of all the dates of when things are due. As most of you know, through our campus restart efforts, we have a few policies for back to school. The first is a mask mandate. At this time, masks must be worn when you are on campus, and that is a policy at least through September 15th. Please plan to wear your mask while you're in WSU buildings while you return to campus for those in-person sessions on Monday. If that policy changes, campus will certainly notify you, and I'll be sure to update and make note of that change here on campus. Second is the daily health screener. Anybody who's going to be on campus will be required to complete a daily health screener. I will put that link here on Canvas, and you will have to complete that link prior to coming to campus for our in-person sessions on Monday. So please complete that screener. Once you've completed the screener, you'll get a QR code that you will show for access into our building. So access into Alex Manoogian. I don't know specifically how that's going to work. That's what I've been communicated. That's the intention for our semester as we are headed into fall and everybody's coming back. However, there could be some adjustments to that. The lucky part for us is that since we have about a week and a half until we actually meet, a lot of those kinks will get worked out. So I will, again, communicate any changes to you and provide that information if it changes and what our expectations are for class. But plan on wearing your mask and plan on completing the daily health screener prior to coming to our class on Mondays. Throughout the semester, let's talk about what we're actually going to be studying, because that was a lot of detail, and now I want to talk about what we're going to study. So we will be focusing on the many aspects of communication in the sport industry, and we will learn how to build verbal, written, and creative communication skills. So during this class, we will study the vast scope of communication and the act of conveying meaning from one entity or group to another, and use mutually understood signs and symbols for how we're going to communicate. So in other words, sending and receiving information. This, of course, looks very different through many different lenses. So we're going to study it through the lens of sport communication. Communication can be applied in a lot of different ways, a lot of different industries, but we're going to look at it through sport specifically. By the end of the term, you'll be able to describe the role of sport communication within the broader field of sport management. You'll be able to identify and apply elements of strategic sport communication. You'll employ the fundamental elements of personal, organization, and leadership communication. You'll be able to explain the purpose and functions of service and support systems associated with sport communication, including public relations, advertising, marketing, and crisis management. And we'll actually create some visual and verbal representations of that information. And the last thing we'll do is evaluate legal and sociological aspects of sport communication within the sport field. So that is a general synopsis of what we'll talk about, what we will study, what we will press into while we are meeting in person on Mondays, and then, of course, the material that will be here for you on Wednesdays. I do want to note that this course does not have group work. However, we do have discussions, and your discussions will take place in person on Mondays, and then we'll continue on to a discussion board that will be available for you for credits. So whatever we talk about on Mondays, it's probably a good idea to come to class on Mondays, will be part of what your discussion is for credits, your discussion online. So you will upload your thoughts and your opinions regarding a specific prompt that we discussed or that we're talking about that week. And then you'll be asked to comment on other people's discussions. I know a lot of your other courses have this. And it really is a tool to learn how to interact with other people digitally. If this whole last year and a half has taught us anything, is that digital is the future of the world, and you have to be able to communicate digitally and communicate effectively digitally with other people. So this is how you will practice those skills and earn points for how we're going to discuss different topics throughout the module. Group work, again, is not part of our course, but group work is part of the world. It might not be specifically called group work, but you will interact with other people. So consider these discussion boards your segue into a working professional environment for how you'll have to interact with a lot of different people who have a lot of different opinions. One thing I do also need to make note of is that I recognize not everyone is pursuing a career in sport communication or journalism. That's okay. However, communication will be part of the future of your future career field. It is essential to our society, and it will be essential to your career path or the industry that you're pursuing. We're all coming here with a lot of different ideas and goals and ambitions and career paths and fields that we currently work in, fields that we hope to work in. Regardless if you want to be a coach, a scout, an athletic director, a marketing professional, you want to work in broadcasting, health and fitness industry is something that you're interested in. You want to be a gym owner, a product developer, working in public health, whatever it is, you name it, communication will be the key to success. And you need to communicate in order to enter into any situation with an open mind and trying to recognize the overall benefits of what you receive by being able to communicate with others. So that is the long end of introduction for our course. If you have any questions related to this course, you can leave a comment in the Q&A discussion board at the bottom. If you scroll all the way down of this page, you can also email me. You can send me a text message. You can give me a phone call. You can use the messaging system in Canvas, however your preferred method of communication is. I am here to help you be successful, but I can't read your minds. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you just have comments that you'd like to share, communicate with me. Let me know what you're thinking so that I can do my best to help you be successful or to help you make the most of your time here within this course. Again, this is our first week, so you need to complete the syllabus quiz and assignment number 1. You'll also familiarize yourself with just what's going on specifically for our course because everyone's got it a little bit differently. So before you come back next week, again, digitally, you will have to complete the syllabus quiz and then complete assignment 1. Next week, you'll come back. Considering Monday is a holiday, all your material, again, will be presented here on Canvas and available for you on Wednesday. And you will have discussion number 1 that's due. So assignment number 1 that's due this week, and discussion number 1 is due next week. So be sure to come back and participate in all of our online material. That's how you'll earn points to have a successful semester. Again, our first in-person meeting session is Monday, September 13th. But until then, all of your material will be right here online. If you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, I will look forward to seeing all of your submissions for assignment number 1. Welcome, everybody.